Hi, this is Dennis Weiss. Welcome to our town. We're at a location we have never been today. A brand new house. Chairs are brand new, couch is brand new, and a brand new guest, Maureen Dawson from Scott Dawson Builders Incorporated. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good, thank you.
Beautiful home you have for sale here.
Thank you. We have we have 2 or 3 houses for sale, so if you're interested in one,
there we
can
go.
help you
Well,
out.
that's part of what we're going
Thank
to
you.
talk about today is you're here to do business, and Abilene's a great place to do it. I don't know if it's kind of rainy outside, but maybe Dave can get some B-roll, but what a view this house has looking to the east.
Yeah, exactly. On the east side of Brady Street, there's a floodplain, so it probably will never be developed, so that view will stay.
Yeah, it's very
And
cool.
being up on the hill, you have a lovely view of the neighborhood too, and off in the distance.
We're just west of Brady a little ways on Elsie? Is that the
Elise
name?
Heights, yeah.
Okay.
Right. When we
Okay.
created our subdivision, we named all the streets in it of our children.
Oh, really?
And we had one extra street, so we named it Faith Avenue instead of having another child.
Oh, instead of having, I thought maybe Faith meant you were betting on one more.
No, no.
Okay. All right. So tell me a bit about your family business here. How long have you been doing this? And
Well, Scott grew up in Abilene and has been always working in Abilene, and we developed his business early. He did a lot of remodeling and room additions, and then when we incorporated in '82, we started with new construction.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So hometown boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I had the pleasure of meeting both of you when you looked at the Eagle office on some remodel opportunity for us. Enjoyed the conversation, and I think I said to you that day and to Scott when I went outside with him that you guys really enjoy what you do.
We certainly do, yeah. And I feel like we're unique because Scott is the one who puts it all together, but I like to be the upfront person and talk and communicate with everyone, get all the facts, do all the pricing. I really love what I do, and I care about what the person wants, how they want it done, and try not to restrict anything that they want and not tell them what they want. So we work together the whole way through the process of building a home or doing an addition, and I'm involved with the homeowners in the shopping and the choosing and just going along and being a third vote, if nothing else. And it seems everyone we've built for seems to think that it's relaxed and they didn't hate the experience like a lot of people have come out in the end.
You know, it's Scott Dawson Builders Incorporated, but that's a legal designation. I look at you too and I say this is family business.
Yeah, it is.
This is an entrepreneurial business. This is 2 people doing what they want to do and helping their neighbors enjoy their life. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. And we care about the neighbors too. So we try to do our building lots are bigger, some of them, so you have more space. And we created a homeowners association in the Dawson Estates.
Okay.
And so there's a common ground. People can get together, there could be walking paths, develop more of a community sense in this subdivision too. So there are get-togethers and
Let's give people a sense where we're sitting. Tell them where in Abilene we are and where your properties are so they can drive around and find it.
yeah, we are just behind Alco to the east, or Shopco, I'm sorry, and Home Chevrolet on 21st, and Brady is our northeast corner. So,
And we're all the way down on Brady where we're sitting today. There's nothing between this house and Brady except a great view.
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And how many houses have you built in our community? Have the number?
I think about 43.
Okay.
We developed, this piece of property was in my husband's family. He grew up in the old farmhouse that's here, which is a care home now. Wally's.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we designed our streets around Wally's. We wanted them to be have slow-moving traffic, thinking about families and children, and didn't want raceways. So we have cul-de-sacs and kind of winding streets. And the land is really diverse also, so the houses can lend to the ground and all be different from each other, and not just be a cookie-cutter neighborhood. So people can really build what they want.
It was my first thought and comment to you when I think I walked in the door is you folks like to build on the high ground, don't you?
Yeah.
There is some contour to this land here in your subdivision. It really makes me think of northeast Kansas, if you've been to Marysville and some of those communities where there's traditionally more slope to the ground. But it also makes me think about New England. This opportunity, the view is distinctly different here than a flat piece of land. Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you. Thank you. It was our plan. We wanted it to be unique to Abilene, and having the homeowners association is common. There's common ground in that, and I believe we're the only one that has that for the people that live here too. So, and I do also believe, Dennis, that we're the only subdivision in the city that is strictly single family.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you won't have a duplex or multifamily living next to you. So, and we've stuck to that, and we feel like that's an asset too for the people that are concerned about being in a rental area or something.
Okay, all right. Ask you some Abilene questions. The purpose of our town is to help people understand and hopefully appreciate our town, because we think it's a great place for Eagle to live and do business, and we try to put people on camera and find out what they think. You're obviously here, and and I said you love what you do, so
and we're staying.
And you're staying.
Yeah.
So how's Abilene been to do business in?
It's been really good. I grew up in Solomon, so I didn't move far. Like I said, my husband's been here forever.
Okay.
A lot of the people we do business with, my husband grew up with, and just the people, the city's good to work with. We have a lot of our subcontractors are here, if not all of them. So we try to do business within the city. We buy our lumber here and use as many contractors as we can. And it's fun to talk to people that are looking to move to Abilene about what our community provides too, and our school system and small town living. And a lot, it's getting to be more rare, the things that Abilene has.
It is.
So
this is a bit of a rhetorical question, because I don't want to scare you. I've never been on camera with you before, but I do this all the time. So here's my comment in a question. So are you telling me that you can find everything you need to build a house in Abilene, Kansas, including parts and labor? You said you buy your lumber here, all your subcontractors are here. You can build a house?
Yes.
From local sources?
Exactly. Right. And that's
I want you to hear that. That's very cool.
Right.
We're blessed to have a web home center.
Exactly.
We are blessed to have a web home center. We're blessed to have an RHV. We're blessed to have the name of your young electrical contractor.
Yes, Kelby Garten.
Okay. We're
just
blessed
getting
to have
with
those
business.
people.
Exactly. Flooring companies, S&K.
Yes.
Downtown, paint, everything.
Yeah.
You can get here.
That's a tremendous benefit that I think sometimes we take for granted, Maureen. Everybody takes their town for granted. It's not unique to us. If you've been here or any place long enough, you just kind of forget the benefits you have, and you see the potholes. Well, the potholes get fixed sooner or later. But we try to take time on the show to talk about, my goodness, what are some of the benefits of living here? And we are so blessed with a diverse business community in Abilene. There are really no barriers to doing almost anything. We have used some of the electricians here to travel as far away as Burlington, Colorado for us, because they are good. And they will do what you need done, and they have the capability, and they come from Abilene. Max Linder has done a lot of work for us. Kaufman's done work for us. That's for us. It's really important to have somebody that you can say, I want to redesign my whole electrical service in our head end here, and including generator, and the guy said, I can do that for you, and works with you to accomplish that.
And you'll know that they'll be here down the road if you need them. And because they're part of this community, they're going to make sure you're taken care of and are happy.
Yeah, you dial that phone at 11 o'clock at night, they answer the phone.
Exactly.
And jump in the truck. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to have. So this is like the most comfortable chair, Dave, I've ever been in on an interview. Where did you get these?
We got these at Phil Camps.
Okay. Sounds like a local place.
It is. Yeah. They help us with our staging of our houses for open houses, and We purchased this because it's a gorgeous set and it fit in the house nicely.
It does.
And
yeah.
they're from Abilene.
Yeah, that's just great. Okay, how many kids you put in the community?
We have 3 children. They all went through the system, and one is back, the school system.
Okay.
And he is raising his family here. And in talking about our business being a family business, he's working with us and hopes to continue when we quit. So
That's
it will
terrific.
the business will just keep going through him, hopefully.
That's terrific.
And our other children, now that they're gone, realize the benefit of Abilene. You know, they couldn't wait to get out of town.
Tell that story. I want to hear it.
And now that they're both in Kansas City and one is raising his daughter, he just wishes he could get back to Abilene because it's a community that helps you raise your children and watches them, and you can feel more secure in that. And now they realize it as adults.
Yeah, isn't that a great story?
Exactly. And I wish they'd come back too.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll make sure
we'll
that they
work on
get a
it.
link to the story so they can know how bad we all want them back.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a lot, I think, in 2016 about living, working, and playing in Abilene, Kansas, and the benefits of that. You know, frankly, when we came here, we purchased the system here a little over 10 years ago now. I went around and made a lot of calls on city council people and, you know, all the bodies and said, we believe that we want to be the best partner for the economic revitalization of your community you've ever had, and we have that strong viewpoint. Selfishly, if Abilene grows, we grow. That's how we stay in business. But it's really not selfishly. I think putting somebody else first and then taking your share of the benefits is just a healthy concept. I just believe it works, and I think that's what hometown businesses do best.
Exactly.
They make other people happy first.
And then we can all grow together.
We all grow together. What a
Exactly.
great story.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about getting a call from somebody saying, I'd like to talk about building a house? What do you get most excited about doing in that process?
Going and sitting across the table from them and hearing what they want and helping them figure out even how to express what they want and come up with a plan. You know, even if they bring me a napkin with a drawing on it, that's a start.
Yeah.
And just to reassure them that it seems overwhelming, but we just take it a piece at a time, and just to encourage them and make them feel at ease and go through the process with them. But the beginning is probably the most exciting.
Okay, yeah. I saw that on your face when you were helping us think about what we could do with the building that we leased today on 14th Street. And I sit here and I look at that kitchen over there and I think, gosh, I like the design. It's so open.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. We just do, what you want. We want each house to be individual and separate from anything else. So we're open to anything anybody wants to do on a house.
I want to ask you this question. I've already asked you about us. So do you do small jobs?
Yes, we do. And I think the needs of Abilene are changing. Well, I know they are. And so we do big houses, and then we did put a street in for smaller houses, Eagle Drive, behind the Pizza Hut. And we also will do any type of a job that is contained in building a new house. I mean, if you need a garage or decks, interior painting, room additions or remodels, we do all of that too, because new houses aren't moving so well, but we know how to do it all. And Scott and our son Tanner do the work. It's not a bunch of subcontractors coming in. And so we do one job at a time. We pay attention to what your needs are, and we don't divide it up amongst other people. So it feels old-fashioned, like a mom and pop business, but we're there for every detail. We get it done, and we're around to back it up.
Well, every day that goes by, the more I like old-fashioned. It's just, I love change as well, but only change that works, or change that has hope of working. A change for the sake of change I don't like so much, but change for the sake of a better tomorrow I love. But so many things for success are embedded in the success of the past. Things that's always worked likely will work again.
Right.
And this, I think we're setting in one.
Yeah.
Somebody who can help you build a home.
Exactly. We'd love to.
About the same skill set for the last 200 years in America.
Yeah, we'd love to visit with you about whatever it is that you have to do.
How did you talk your son in to come back into the business?
He is a hands-on person,
Okay.
just like his father, and
All right.
they grew up. Our children grew up with the business and liked it. And when he'd moved away, and he saw the benefit of being in Abilene and in our business and do what we do, and he just fell right into place.
Wasn't so hard then.
No.
Okay.
Worked
You know,
out.
we've had a couple of programs with people who successfully made the generational jump. And what I mean by that, some of the folks at home that's watched these programs before, that's a real wall in front of small town America and small business in America is how do we take a business that's successful today and make sure that there's another generation to take it over tomorrow. If you look at it from economic development terms, it's probably the #1 problem in small town America like us. Just because you can run your business successfully does not mean you could sell it and somebody else could make money running it. There's a gap there. And the biggest portion of the gap is finding that willing person. If you have a willing person, you can generally make the financial things work
Right.
on a healthy business, but it's having somebody who will take the same passion and dedication to your business model out into the marketplace, and that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, and we're fortunate that we've gotten that far on it.
Yeah, so Dave, we don't have a new solution to the generational problem. It's called have kids, raise them right, have them come home
in a
and
great
help.
community because they'll want to come home. Yeah.
So that's the model. But the good news is, folks, it's the same thing we say all the time. Abilene's a great place to be, and it's a great place for the next generation.
Exactly.
So it's what we're selling today,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
And I like your idea of the things to see and do in Abilene, because there are probably a lot of us that don't know all the things. It'd be good to refresh our minds too of what there is to do in
Yeah,
Abilene.
I run into people all the time that are not aware of some of the things that I take for granted now. For example, Great Plains Theater is still up and alive and doing very well. And the cinema just opened a couple of weeks ago, Christmas Day. It was the first movie since it had burned down a year and a half ago. You know, that's, if you're not in the middle of that, sometimes it seems invisible to you. But that's a success story that not every town has. That's still going on here in Abilene, so you can go see a movie. In fact, I think Hunger Games is about to start, and then Star Wars is coming.
Oh, good.
All that new stuff comes to Abilene.
Yeah.
Very exciting. One more thing. I know from a conversation with you and your husband when you were at the Eagle office that your son was in sports. He's a wrestler.
Yes, he is. Was.
Yeah. Probably didn't have to wrestle too much, except maybe with Dad over the details. But we visiting with schools, and we've had a chance to talk about how important athletics is inside their educational program, but I think it's too good of an opportunity to miss. We have the mom of a wrestler here. How important was it to your son to have that athletic program to learn to be excellent in?
It was huge, just keeping him focused on his studies, because he had to be good in his studies to wrestle. And then just feeling the bond with the team and the school being behind him just was huge.
Yeah.
And I know it's that way with music too. The kids that love music are like that also. And for my husband was a wrestler, it's what kept him in school. Because he said if it wouldn't have been for wrestling or whatever his activity was, he may have not have finished. So for the kids that are struggling to find that extracurricular activity or arts in our school system, just finishes making a great person.
Okay. Well, we've had a fantastic time having you on camera today,
Thank you.
Maureen Dawson, and Scott Dawson Builders Incorporated has hosted us today in one of their new houses. It sits just to the west of Brady in the Dawson Addition. Fantastic house, has a fantastic view. You need to come see it if you're looking for a house.
I agree.
But probably more importantly, you need to remember the name Dawson if you want something done in a house, on a house, or build a house on a piece of ground. They're available here locally to help. We've heard a great story of local entrepreneurship as well as local community support with what you folks do. So appreciate the chance to see you,
Thank you.
have you on camera, and hear about your business today.
I appreciate being here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Folks, we appreciate the opportunity to bring this to you. We are glad you watch Our Town. For Eagle Communications, I'm Dennis Weiss. This is Maureen Dawson. You have a great day.